When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep it flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, stay back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep it flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about?
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on, 54 is mine.
I ain't played since I played you.
Walk 54. All right, D, let's go. All right, D, let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jones.
Man.
Middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Seahawks 7, Giants 0. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pilot, 64, reach, shoot.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Check, lucky.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
On second and a couple. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double.
Check, right 54. Right 54. They can't hang with us. Joker.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Match box, lights.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
At the 40-yard line.
Snap.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands. But with
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Mike 50. And let's get that ball.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play you just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Mike 29.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh
Man, you
of
see my
relief
dude right there
all
didn't
the
even
way up here in
fucking
our
block,
booth.
That was
bro.
palpable. The sideline,
Ain't
the
no
friend
fucking
there.
way,
No doubt
bro.
about it.
That's supposed to be a
Ball goes
first
over the
down, too,
sideline,
bro.
able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That nigga did not
They
block,
only needed a
bro.
few
You
inches
told my
with still
ass
some
up, bro.
anxious moments there, but they
Oh
do
my God.
convert on fourth.
Dude, I thought he would go. Bro, he still right there got Russell Wilson ass mask, bro.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run with Lynch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch.
Oh my God.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
I'm not care about that.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
What'd you say? My dude caught the ball.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Lynch, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 29, Jones being chased out, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Got it.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught.
Are you
Shepard.
serious?
He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Ricky.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And they'll run forward with Barkley.
Yes, sir!
Don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check, 47. Here we go.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on 1st down,
How he
Lynch.
run right past this
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
okay.
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A run here with Lynch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Lynch, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 46-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Get it out. You see I do it
a
right
gain there of 30 big ones.
I'll tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands,
see that
just give him
nigga
a
right
little
there?
bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
I got that
And he
bitch out
wasn't
so
the top
quick.
option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check.
On first down, Lynch. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
What y'all doing to the baby, man?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket waiting for him to clear going across.
Hey, listen, I can tell, though.
It's
I can
Lynch.
tell, bro.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Hey, listen, though.
And
The only reason why I'm laughing
because
because my partner be like that.
has to be a priority because
The
you
police
can't move
got,
up to
well,
the
the
next
guy
level if you
named
don't take care of him
Damn
first.
5-0. He be like that. His
They'll
wife
keep
be
pounding here with Lynch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And they'll move it a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown,
God.
here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I ain't gonna lie, boy, that was
pressure
you.
in his face. It just shows how difficult it is to
that
pick
popped
apart his
your
own
ass.
defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the
Oh,
eyes
boy,
of the
that
quarterback.
popped you
and when
there.
he
That's the
delivers
only
the
thing
ball.
that happened right there, bro. Oh, everything.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Get him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They'll try and throw for it here. It is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st down, it's Lynch. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Yeah, like he wasn't
Partner,
even
you know,
block.
I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, Wilson.
Wrong person.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete.
Wrong person,
So they couldn't
bro.
hook up as time has now run out
Damn,
on this
bro.
third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
You ain't paying no attention.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
Yep.
Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it
waiting on
here,
the opponent
because
like
if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
You
happened
think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up there.
Man, y'all got me
They're going to
fucked
get him
up.
behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Looking to throw. Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, let's go. 6-6, pull it high. Rush in, go.
They'll run with Barkley.
Yes, sir.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks
Hey!
short, and he didn't get there. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Seahawks
don't know
will get
about
the
that one,
football back in outstanding
I
field
don't know about
position.
that one.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lynch. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right
okay.
there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory.